This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey! Hey, Delta! Hurry up!
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On third down, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Hurry up!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rivers now on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up!
Second down, Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Third and long for Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out come the Jags. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey! White!
Play fake. Rivers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Maybe a free play here for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
First down, Rivers. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up!
Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, left. 180. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Let's go.
3rd and goal for Rivers. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Open man there is Malone. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gone. Detroit. Gone.
On play action, Rosen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rosen to throw again. Man open, that's Damian Rattler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch him now, Barney.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Go orange. Orange.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Here we go.
To throw on second down, Rivers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Hurry up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Hey, ready. 380. 0. Yeah, rock. White. Hurry up.
Rivers on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Go. Hey, hut.
To throw on second down. Rivers. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here you go, man. Hey, ready. Delta. Hurry up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Delta, 380.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Here we go.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
You can't stop me.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
12. Good. Delta.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. 56. 319. Detroit. Detroit. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over, over. Over, over. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hot.
Now Rosen on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Over, over, over.
On second down, Rosen. That's caught. It's Malone. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Rosen. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Watch it now, Leopard. Leopard.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Last year on 2-point tries in the regular season, the Chiefs were 0 for 2. What can they do here? They'll run with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Jags. 57 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd down, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Rocket!
To throw is Rivers. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch him now, Barney.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Over.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He gets it here to P. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Gun!
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
would be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On second down, here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And the third down pass falls incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
4th down, here's Rosen. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Wait. 4 down. Check. Son, keep it skinny. 380. Q. Here we go.
Rivers now on second down. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rivers. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hurry up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
4th down, Rivers. And this is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Fires one, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch him now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Let's go.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around and you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit!
One final shot here for Rosen. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man in the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play